morning, YouTube. Welcome back to another episode of Moi, the Elite Earthworks. We're back in the excavator again, obviously. And can anyone guess what we're getting ready to dig? More water and sewer lines. Kind of my thing nowadays, it seems like, but hey, it's work, so we'll take it. finish out the day and go look at 2 jobs. Or 1 for sure, hopefully 2, so we'll see. Gotta find the time, because I mean, of course you gotta find more work. You gotta go out there and look at these jobs and kind of get an idea of what you're getting yourself into, and you know, how much you think it's gonna be and stuff. But that is one thing it seems like I've always struggled with, is just trying to find the time to look at certain jobs and get them all lined out. So it's just, like I said, we got a roundabout on the north end of town. It's one that's been in there for a couple of years, and nobody knows how to use it. I don't know why it's this one, but there's like an accident there every day, and nobody wants to wait. They just, it's like a race to the yield sign, and whoever gets there first wins, I guess. But I'm getting sidetracked. Yeah, it seems like the looking at jobs, I get, because on my live stream last weekend, that's what somebody asked me, kind of the pros and cons of it, and I don't know why. I didn't even think about this, but it seems like trying to find the time to go and look at the jobs, which I mean, it's a good problem to have. That means I'm busy, but at the same time, it's just me. I can only handle so much. So you're going and looking at some of this stuff, and I try to be honest with everybody and tell them, hey, you know, it's just me. I don't have anybody else working for me. You know, it's going to be a long time before I can get here. Some of them are fine with it, no wait on you, and then others, you know, they got to go somewhere else. So I try to get a guy or 2 that kind of does the same thing me, that I can recommend him to. Or if you don't want to have to worry about that, just tell them, you know, you just can't get to it and just apologize. But there's only so much one person can do. So that's the only problem. It's just kind of hard to take some of this stuff on and go look at it, especially when you know you don't have time, or when you're going to tell them, hey, it's going to be 8 weeks before I can be here. So I guess, like I said, I'm fortunate enough that a lot of my work just comes to me. Like the stuff for the builder's kind of an hourly deal, and then I got 2 other guys, like the guy that does the septic systems and stuff like that. He's been doing it for 34 years, and I've learned a lot from him, but he's also got in now where he kind of works with the upper clientele and stuff. So, you know, like I said, once again, I'm not trying to brag about this, like, oh, you know, I got the best jobs or the big jobs, or I make all this money. But he works with a lot of people that it's not a big deal what it costs. They just want it done. They want it done right, and they want it to look nice. And those are nice, because then you just put them on the schedule, show up, you get it done. So I'm kind of really fortunate. I'm kind of following his shadows, I guess, and getting a lot of that. Long stretches of time where no other outside work will come in or anything like that, so I don't have to worry about it. And then I may hit a month where I got to go look at 10 different jobs. So that's just part of it. But I mean, it's definitely a juggling act and a time deal. And part of it, I'm bad about wanting to get a certain spot on a job, or a certain number of things done in that day. So whether I got to work 8 hours or 14 hours, I've got it set in my mind that, hey, I want to get this far on this job today, because I got this, and this to go do this week. And if I have to come back here, I won't get one of these things done. So that's another part of my problem, is I schedule stuff like way too tight, which I've kind of been trying to work on spacing it out a little bit more. And this time of year, in the winter time's a lot easier for me. With it getting dark earlier and the weather and everything else slowing down, it kind of makes me get home earlier, makes me shut down, which is fine. I mean, like I said, I don't make as much in this time of year, but I get a little more time at the house, time with the family, kind of my evenings and stuff, because it seems like in the summertime they're just a blur and kind of go away. But yeah, that's just some quick points and some rambling for me, and kind of, you know, some of the stuff I like to look at or go through and everything. And like I said, I'm not trying to brag about all that. I mean, I've only really been in business for myself for a couple of years, but essentially I've been doing the same work. And whenever I did the landscaping deal, I was the one meeting the customers, bidding the jobs, pricing, and then invoicing them and doing the work. So it's nothing really that new. it's kind of always been this way, but now it's just 100% myself. So it's just a big juggling act that not everyone knows when they think it. You know, you work for yourself and stuff. They think you can just quit or do whatever, but essentially, if I work less than 60 or 65 hours a week, that's a short week for me. And that's not all just out physically working and running the machine. That's the doing the invoicing, the paperwork, getting the jobs, doing the maintenance. There's a lot more to it than just what you guys see on the videos. And one of these days I may make like a, I don't know, like a day in the life, or kind of everything I go through start to finish of a day. And yeah, try to go over some of that. But I'm gonna jump off here, figure out where exactly I'm going, and I'll show you guys what I got coming up. Here is job number 1. So they're gonna put a, like I said, that shed of that building, but they got the wall all built, and I gotta come in here and grade it out and backfill it. It's actually drier than what I thought it was gonna be. But we'll come in here with clean rock and backfill it and fill these blocks up with that. So I'll have to come in here and kind of level this out first. And then get my clean rock and then get more fill. It's going to take quite a bit to fill this up. Yeah, I may be able to get over here in the next day or so and kind of get this wrapped up, because I know they're wanting to get it done. It's still, like, in the shade, it's pretty slick, but I think it's definitely doable. It ran out a lot further than what I thought it was going to. We can still make it work and clean it up. I guess he just wants to kind of have a little bit of a ramp and stuff here, and that shed's going to sit further back and have kind of a little platform. But yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. It's just kind of like a big U.